Hello, my friend. Welcome to my YouTube channel again. By the way, why I always mention friend? Because usually I opted to be a one-on-one. Once you watch my YouTube, you are alone. If friends, there are many people surrounds. So I just always call, hello, my friend. So in this YouTube channel or in this blog, we will talk about our body and mind. In our first blog, what I'm make a comparison between the function of a church and a major function of the state. The church is usually giving us on a human welfare. Well, I mean human well-being, whereas the state is providing us human welfare. As I have said, also we have threefold nature. We have animal, human, and divine nature. So this topic also belongs to human nature. Why? Because we have that mind of seeking, exploration, and even adventurous mind. And adventurous, that means we want to discover something, anything. As per my internet mentor, Sadhguru, he says that human being is the most evolved creature on this planet, on this planet at least. Thus, the most evolved means it has the most complex neurological system and it has the highest level of cerebral capabilities because we have vivid sense of memory and fantastic sense of imagination. But the problem is our mind and body do not take instruction from us. What we are aspiring for is to achieve happiness and pleasantness, right? But why we did not achieve our goal, which is happiness and or pleasantness? It is because our mind and body do not take instruction from us. I'll give you an example. We have vivid sense of memory. 5 years ago, you have bad experience, but your memory is still use that experience as a means of suffering until today. So instead of using our past experience as a learning curve to move on for a brighter future, but opted to recall that memory for us as a wounded person and cripple our present day experience. That's the sad of our this power of memory. The second one is we have fantastic sense of imagination. We use that imagination, the negative part, we use that imagination to suffer and cripple our present day experience. We always worry. We always fear of the future. It is why? Because we entertain worries, anxieties, fear of the future. We already experience suffering today. Even we don't know if really come true in the future. So if that is the case, our mind and body turn against our will. We are a lousy CEO of our mind and body. But in other words, if if we are a great CEO of our mind and body, then your mind and body, our mind and body, should take instructions from us. We have here four elements or four breakdown with regards to mind and body. Our physical body, our mind, in addition to mind is emotions and life energy. So let's recall our physical body. We have five senses. The sense of smell, touch, hearing, what are else? Seeing, and taste. And we have also in the mind extension of senses. We have ESP, extra sensory perception. As we recall again, because of our minds powerful, some people they have clairvoyance, telekinesis, telepathy, or precognition. Again, our main goal or our main purpose of this channel is we are always searching for happiness. Now, to translate that happiness to our body and mind discussion, how? So, as I've said, church, our main objective is for our human well-being. What that it translate? It is a happiness that we are trying to achieve. How? The well-being is a happiness triggered by inner self. It might be through prayer, meditation, yoga, and other form of spiritual rituals and practices. So that is from the inner. So you can see people they are happy even they don't have any material things. It is because they have that inner self that triggers their happiness. How about the human welfare? Human welfare is also happiness. It is just triggered from external stimulus, from outside sources. What are those that trigger our happiness from external? We have, in my previous discussion, we have food that make us happy. We have clothing, shelter, transportation technologies, education, and other forms of entertainment. We become happy, and including vices. What are those vices? Drinking alcohol, taking drugs, gambling, smoking, sex, social media, and so on. So they are also external source of happiness, but we can consider that as vices because it is against our human body, I can say, or against our mind, but it triggers happiness. So why we need church and state or religion and government? It is to satisfy our inner and externally triggered happiness. That's why we have this very good constitution. Because we are human being is very complex entity. Happiness can be translated also as pleasantness. What mean by pleasantness? As per Sadhguru's definition, my internet spiritual mentor, he categorized this into four elements: the body, the mind, emotions, and life energies. For our body, if our body feels pleasant, he called this health. It becomes pleasant, he called this pleasure. If our mind becomes pleasant, he called this peace. It if it becomes very pleasant, he called this joy. If our emotions become pleasant, we call this love, the sweetness of emotions. If they become very pleasant, he called this compassion. If our life energies become pleasant, he called this bliss. If they become very pleasant, he called this ecstasy. And that's all for our this blog for today. Thank you and see you next channel, next video.